All right, everyone, welcome to our our 2.0 call of your success on your Plexus journey. My name is Janelle Phillips. I've got Sherry Grant with me tonight, and we are going to walk you through a little bit more in depth on your product success, what you can do, things you might not know. Now, if you missed our introductory call, it is pinned to the top of this group. So if you want to take a look on up there after you listen to this, do that. We might fill in some blanks at the beginning, but we're just going to spend some time going a little bit deeper into how you can have even more success with your product. Sometimes it feels like there's a treasure trove of information somewhere locked away, and we just kind of want to bridge that gap so that you have the tools that you need to be successful. Now, let me just say right off the hop, your sponsor, the person who brought you into Plexus, your friend the reason you're here, they're a great resource. And even if they don't think that they're a great resource, they really are. So we're trying to instill confidence in everyone, but we want to make sure that the tools and the information are easily accessible for anyone. So if you have anybody who maybe isn't new, but maybe wants to get in on some of this information, all of that stuff, just, yeah, invite them in. You can tag them in the video, and yeah. So Sherry, I actually have a question. I don't know the answer to this. Are we inviting people onto the Zoom right now, or are they just watching live?
Oh, that's a great question. They can come on the Zoom if they'd like to, or they can watch live and grow. If they've got questions, I think we can watch the comments and grow. But if they'd like to be here, that's good too.
Great. So if you are in, if you are in Grow right now and you are watching, and actually I'm just going to mute everybody as they're coming in, so Sherry's going to have to unmute herself. I'm just going to keep admitting people. And so if you have any questions, please throw them in the comments, and we will try to get to them as soon as we possibly can. So we are going to start really, really easy, and we're going to start looking at the back of the packages of your products. Because sometimes what you see on the back of the product is actually different than what we suggest that you do with that product. So I've got the Slim HC here. Sherry's got the Microbiome Slim behind her. And so quickly, I'm going to just explain the difference. Sherry, actually, tell me about your Slim. Oh, you need to unmute, because I muted you. Please do that.
First, have to find the unmute button.
There you go.
So this Slim is the Slim that I use in the morning every day. We call it the Microbiome Slim because its focus is on the microbiome. So it has prebiotics in it to help increase the good bacteria in your gut, and it has chromium, which helps to manage blood sugar and support blood sugar. Anything else you need to know?
It's just got food in it for the good bacteria in your gut. That's basically the difference. And so actually, Sherry, she's going to have to rip it open if I make her do that. I don't know if you want to do that. But one of the differences between the two Slims is actually the size of the package, which is kind of interesting to me. I don't have, there's another HC Slim here. I thought that I would have one sitting on my desk, but I don't. So I don't know if you can tell size comparison. Hers is big.
Littler. Mine's littler.
Hers is littler. See the size. Hers is littler than mine. So this is an HC Slim. HC stands for hunger control. It basically just has some vegetable fiber in it that's going to make you feel full longer. If you tend to be a little snacky in the afternoon, and let's be honest, a lot of these things are just mental habits. They're not actual feelings in our bodies. It's that mental piece. And so this actually makes you feel full longer. Now, that to say, I will give this to my teenagers and have no issue that they won't eat. Like, they will still eat me out of house and home, even if they are taking HC Slim. Let's just say that. But it does work if you are working to exercise your willpower. This is a different flavor. It's blood orange, lemon, and lime. And it does not have that XOS prebiotic food in it that the Microbiome Slim has. So Oftentimes, if we have people that are interested in doing 2 slims a day, we'll suggest doing the microbiome activating slim in the morning and then doing this in the afternoon. So there's your slim. And it does say on the back that you can take twice, up to twice a day. So we're going to challenge a few things. This does say take 2 hours before or after taking other medications, which we'll talk about in a minute. And then it also says 90 minutes before a meal. You don't have to take this with food. If you took this at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you didn't eat until 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock at night, no big deal.
So also on this one, it will tell you in the back of the package to consume once daily, half an hour before a meal. Now, I know people when they first start this, they might have this and in 20 minutes, they're raving hungry. It starts that metabolism. It just gets things going. So in 20 minutes, maybe you're ready to eat, or maybe it's an hour. It's okay. The 30 minutes is just a suggestion.
Yeah. Listen to your body. It's totally fine. My husband will not eat until 30 minutes are up. And he downs his slim within, like, if he has it for 5 minutes, it's a wonder. I have mine and I sip on it and it's fine. And I still see the results that I'm looking for balanced blood sugar and all those things. So Slim is kind of that flagship product that starts off the triplex. Most people start with the triplex because it really does hit many, many issues: inflammation, blood sugar imbalance, gut health. Those are those 3 pillars of health we talked about last time. The triplex hits them all. So the second thing we have is BioCleanse. Sherry, what does BioCleanse say on the back of the label?
I was all ready for probiotics.
You were.
So,
I know. I'm so sorry.
BioCleanse says adults take 2 capsules with 250 mils of water 3 times daily between meals. That means you're going to be taking 6 a day.
Now,
Maybe. Maybe not.
Sherry, how many of those do you take a day?
Well, some days now I take 6, but I started with 1.
Right? And when do you take your BioCleanse? Because I know you take your BioCleanse differently.
So I usually take 2 at night, 2 in the morning, and 1 or 2 during the daytime, depending how much fiber I've been eating.
There you go. Okay. So BioCleanse is not a cleansy cleanse, but it is something that helps the body to have all the tools that it needs to void properly. That is one of the functions of BioCleanse, and there's probably 4,000 functions of it, but that's one of them. And it is the one that you will probably notice the most if you're getting it wrong or if you're getting it right. So I take 6 BioCleanse every day, and I take 3 at night, and I take 3 in the morning. And that is just what works for me. What we would suggest is you start with 1 at night and maybe 1 in the morning. If you are a more constipated individual, we might encourage you to try more at the beginning, but it just depends on where you start. And then you slowly build up.
The other piece with BioCleanse is be sure you're drinking water, because one of the ways that this product works, because of the combination of ingredients, is it brings hydration to the bowel. There has to be hydration in your body for it to do that. That means your bowel is able to function well.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk a little bit more about water very soon. And so this is just a reminder. Go right now and get water. Whatever you're doing, grab some water and drink some. Yep, Ellie's on screen here with us and she's drinking water. Thank you for being a wonderful example. So BioCleanse can be responsible for getting rid of muscle twitches like restless leg syndrome. It also helps the body metabolize stress. Did you know that magnesium is an essential mineral for like 300 to 400 functions in the body? It's so underrated. This product is so, so, so important. It just really helps the body to detoxify well. So if you're finding that you're too loose, it may be a situation where you aren't actually absorbing the magnesium in well enough in your stomach. So what we always suggest is take an Epsom salt bath. So that means a cup of Epsom salts If you can do a half to a cup of baking soda in there too, in a warm tub, like as hot as you can stand without hurting yourself. But then please only stay in for 20 minutes, because after 20 minutes, the body has expelled toxins that the magnesium flakes, which is what Epsom salts are, have pulled the toxins out. And any more than 20 minutes, you'll actually start to reabsorb the toxins, and we don't want that. It is an incredibly efficient way for you to start to build up those magnesium stores, and it actually makes it easier for your body to accept the rest of the magnesium. So,
And if you don't like a hot bath, do a hot foot bath. Just put your feet in it.
very smart. The pores on your feet are huge, probably the largest pores in your body, and they will deliver that into your system very well. If you're still finding that you're having issues with tolerance with BioCleanse, take it with food and see how it goes. With everything, don't be afraid to be curious. There is nothing you can take that will make you blow up. There's no explosions. We're all okay. It's vitamins and minerals. We're gonna get there with you. Okay. Again, always check back with the person who brought you into Plexus, and they will help you specific to your needs. Now, next we've got ProBio CA in Canada, or ProBio 5 in the States. This is our enzyme-based probiotic. What does the label say, Sherry? Now, this is going to be one of those ones that we need to debunk, because Health Canada in all of their glory has just thought that they should put their mitts in and where they don't belong.
So it says adults take 2 capsules once daily with food. If you are on antibiotics or antifungals, take at least 2 to 3 hours before or after, which that part's good. But the food part depends what the purpose is. If you want assistance with digestion, breaking down the food with food can be a good idea. But if you actually want to target the candida, that stuff that's causing you issues in your digestion, that bacterial balance, empty stomach is the magic.
Absolutely. Now, here's a really cool thing about ProBio is that when you first start, you'll probably start with 1. And then we'll bump you up to 2, and you're going to have to balance out your BioCleanse and your ProBio, because as it starts to kill off more of the bad bacteria, you're going to need a little bit more help making sure everything's moving along. Don't forget that water, take another sip. But then you might want to actually take yourself up to 3 and then see how you're feeling, right? Another thought is, have you ever eaten a meal where you've eaten too much and you've realized it too late? It is too late. This is a tool that you can use. If you need some help with digesting your food, grab 2 ProBio and take them with what you've just eaten. And then take your regular ProBio at night. It's not going to make a difference. Another way that you can kind of tweak this is if you're feeling sick. If you're feeling sick and you're starting to feel a cold come on, you can start taking 1 or 2 ProBio every hour or so for a few hours and see how you feel. Again, see how you feel. What the enzymes will do is it will start to go and break down the bad stuff that's making you sick and give more of the beneficial bacteria to help fight off what you are fighting against. Okay, so we want to actually talk about Reset right now. Reset is a brilliant addition to our Plexus lineup, and it's one of it's one of our favorites, but it's one of our newest products. So what a Reset is, it's a 3-day supported fast. And we don't want to go too far into it, but if you go up into the search bar in this group and you type in Reset, you're going to find a ton of posts and a lot of information specifically to the Reset. So Sherry, why would somebody want to do a Reset?
So what I have found is you're wanting progress on your goals, and you've started to move along, and you just feel like it's not moving as fast as you'd like it to. If you actually do a reset, it's like it gives your whole body, it's like a reset for your phone, or like a reboot. It's like it gives your body a chance to rest. It gives your liver a rest, gives you some really good protein that's easy to digest, and your body's able to let go of some of those toxins that it was hanging on to so that you can move forward. It lets you start in a new place.
Yeah. So if you've been traveling, if you are going to travel, if you have had a holiday like Christmas or Easter or Thanksgiving or whatever, where you indulged a little bit more, or maybe you have been sick, or maybe you're feeling like Sherry said, the progress, whether it's weight loss or weight gain. Maybe your progress has kind of stunted a little bit. These are all reasons to do a reset. Now, you can also, just because as part of your health progress, do a reset every month. That is totally acceptable. So check to see if reset is for you. It is a supported fast, so you are not starving, I promise you, and everything that you need is in that box. Now, you would continue to take your other supplements just as you typically would on any other day. So you don't take a rest on those, but things like Slim and Active are in, Slim Active and Hydroplex are in the package, as well as a shake for every day. But I promise you, you'll be busy with taking things in far more than you would think that you would. Okay, so we are moving on to Ease. Now, Ease is our natural anti-inflammatory, and we love it. And so oh, sorry, can we just go back to, we're going to go back to reset really quick. One thing in the Canadian reset that it says is there is something in there called Restore, and it actually suggests that you take Restore before your evening soup. Soup is, you have a soup twice a day. We actually suggest that you take Restore at bedtime as a nice, calming, relaxing drink, either drink warm or cold. So there's a difference in the labeling. So anyway, back to Ease.
Right. So Ease on the label says adults take 1 capsule 3 times per day with food. And that's perfect if you want the enzymes in Ease to help you digest food. Like Janelle said, if you've had a meal that's uncomfortably large or food that you're not used to, Ease and ProBio are absolutely incredible in terms of supporting that digestion. However, if inflammation is what you're targeting, you will want to take this on an empty stomach. And it is absolutely amazing to take on an empty stomach, either midway between your meals during the day, first thing in the morning, or last thing at night.
Yeah. And so there's such a thing as a loading dose with Ease. So if you are looking at dealing with chronic pain and inflammation, you're going to want to be looking at a higher dose of Ease. And then we're also going to talk about Nerve, but really quickly, I'm just going to point out that Ease does not function the same way as a regular anti-inflammatory does. Anti-inflammatories are difficult for your bodies to metabolize, and it's hard on your liver. Ease is not that way. In fact, when I travel, simply from flying and walking extra and eating things that I don't typically eat and stress and all of those things, I will usually be taking about 10 to 12 Ease a day. And I just keep on popping them just to kind of keep myself, feeling really good. I had heard people who were struggling with arthritis, like a really bad flare, they were taking up to 18 in a day. So it is not something that you need to worry about. It is a great option if you are sick. You don't want to be taking a fever reducer, because a fever is the body's response. It's our natural immune response to kicking out a bad bug. We heat up so that we can get rid of the bug, but we're uncomfortable, right? So what do you do with the discomfort? Well, Ease is a great champion for that. So if you are dealing with a chronic pain issue, we want to encourage you to take a look at something called Nerve. And Nerve is accessible on what we call our NFR side. So Ease and Nerve were created together to work symbiotically. Now, Sherry, you had said this so eloquently the other night. Ease does what so that Nerve can do what?
Oh, Ease reduces the inflammation so that Nerve provides the resources for the nerves to actually heal, which means that life's better.
Absolutely. Nerve is also great for things like urinary tract infections. Phenomenal. So if my kids have a headache or something like that, the first thing that they reach for are Ease and Nerve together. So the NFR side is the not for resale side of the Canadian site. And so what we want to tell you about is how to access this specific catalog of products that only VIP customers and ambassadors are able to access. So what you do is you log into your regular site. Do not switch your Canadian flag. Keep your Canadian flag up there. You're going to click on My Profile. And then you're going to scroll down a little bit and it's going to say shop US products for personal use. You're going to click on that. It's going to ask you, do you promise not to buy more than 90 days supply? And you're going to say, of course I do, because you're not going to let me anyway. So you click that button and you go forward. And then you can see all of the things that are on the US side that we don't have that can be shipped to us. Now, just a really quick misnomer. If you take a look at the shipping line, it's actually going to give you your duty, your tax, and your shipping rolled into one. So if you think that that amount is a crazy amount of tax, it actually isn't. And then we pay tax on the retail price of the product, even though we're paying less on the wholesale side. So Nerve is one of those things that you can get on there. You can get the Blueberry Acai Hydroplex, our Joyome line, our Mega Kids, lots of things. And actually, if you look up NFR in Grow, you're going to have a wonderful list of products that are available there, and all of the, like, just a really quick blurb on all of the things and what they are. So quickly, we're going to talk about detox. So Sherry, what does detox look like?
So detox can look like a lot of different things for a lot of different people, and we don't have many minutes left. So if you go into Grow and go into the guides, there's going to be a section there on detox that's really helpful. But the thing is, detox can be like you're getting a little bit of flu, or you're getting a little bit headachy, or maybe you feel like you've got a bit of a cold. So you've started these new products, and then all of a sudden you're feeling a little bit off, and you're like, oh my goodness, maybe I should stop. Well, it's good news. It means that the products have started working. They've started to take out the toxins that are not supporting your body, the things that are making you feel yuck. And there's a process. It's like they've got to get flushed. So make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure you're talking to the person that helped you start. Make sure that you're reading the information in Grow, because all those things can be detox symptoms. Maybe a little bit of nausea, maybe a lack of appetite. Maybe all of a sudden you're really tired and you're like, I thought I was taking these so that I had more energy. All of these things are detox. Cravings, your cravings might even increase. Maybe you're going to feel a little bit of bloating. These are actually all really positive.
Yeah, they totally are. I know for myself, I didn't understand all of the pieces of detox. And so I bloated like crazy. But I'm so glad I understood that it was just part of the process, because what happens is when those bad bacteria die off, they swell. And so then if you're not moving your bowels, or you're not drinking your water, you're not sweating, you're not doing all of those things, they can't leave your body. The toxins can't escape. So they just kind of hang around. So make sure that, again, you're moving your body. Other things you can do is you can add lemon to your water. Again, those awesome detox baths, the Epsom salt baths. Maybe adjusting your product, like your BioCleanse. Maybe you need to up your BioCleanse. Maybe you need to up your ProBio. Maybe you need to lessen your ProBio, but that's why you have a friend. You have friends. It's so great. So again, if you can't find the guides, just look up detox at the top of this page and you will find lots and lots of information. One other thing is liver support is so important. Next time you're at the grocery store, go or pharmacy, go into the supplement aisle and grab a bottle of milk thistle. It's cheap. It's a great liver support. And if you're over 40, we learned from our amazing resident natural health expert, Carrie Spratley, that if you're over 40, you should be having a liver support anyway, because we've been here for a little while and we've done some gross things to our bodies. So make sure that you're taking milk thistle every day. It's a very inexpensive thing to do to help to support your liver.
Sometimes some extra citrus can help. So sometimes an extra orange or something like that is a good thing. Grapefruit is a good support. It's because of also the vitamin C in it helps to support the liver and helps to support detox.
And don't discount a good night's sleep. Go to bed early. Just because you've got a little bit of extra energy doesn't mean that you need to spend it all in that day. Go to sleep, get a wonderful rest, and lots of deep breathing. Even things like dry brushing can really, really help. Laying with your feet up the wall for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes is brilliant as well. So the last thing that I want to leave you with is just the awareness. Sorry.
I said, and go for a walk.
Go for a walk. Yes. And when you're walking, deep breathing, being outside in the sunshine for like early in the morning and right before sunset, all of those good things. Deep breathing. I said deep breathing. Awareness. Be curious. Why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling? Don't just chalk it up to this being awful. Your body is progressing. In fact, if you feel awful at the beginning, we're excited. Like we're sorry for you, but we're really excited because it means that your body is ready to start doing things. And it's like, I'm here for it. You've finally given me the tools I need. So make sure that you talk to your upline. Be curious about what you're experiencing. Ask them questions, even if it seems like it's too much information. It's not too much information. We talk about poop all the time. Oh, really quick on the poop side. If you're not going 2 to 3 times a day and they're not curvy, smooth snakes, you got a problem. So let's talk about that too. So this has been really fun. 2 things that we want to mention. We're actually going to be diving in a little deeper into the business of gut health, and we're going to focus on sharing and earning on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. We're going to stream it again live into this page. So if you can't join us live, that's totally fine. You can catch it later. So 10 a.m. on Thursday, we're going to talk a little bit more about what it looks like to build a business around sharing health and happiness and how we have successfully done that and built lucrative businesses on this as well. And then on Friday at 5 o'clock, we're going to have a 15-minute messenger chat event. So what this looks like is you are welcome to talk to your friends about some of the things that we've shared. Maybe you've gone, hey, I do know somebody with a lot of inflammation problems. I do know somebody with digestive issues. I do know somebody with hormone issues. I wonder if this might be right for them. Invite them to come into this messenger chat event. It will be 15 minutes long. They don't need to be present at the time of the messenger chat happening. It's just basically over a 15-minute period of time in Facebook Messenger. We're going to dump a whole bunch of information, not too much, some stories, some information for them to see, just very much the basics of plexus and gut health. And when you invite them in, they just get to watch. They can answer the polls. We'll do a couple draws. It's going to be great. But that's really how you start sharing with people about what gut health would look like for them. You don't need to know all the answers. We are here to be your guides, to be your tools. And we would really encourage you guys to invite some people to that messenger event. The messenger chat will be open on Thursday night. Just watch for more information in Grow. We will make sure to have you invited. Sherry, do you have any last words for us?
No, I think that's a wrap.
Wonderful. Thank you all for being here with us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you on Thursday at 10. Take care. Bye.